Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to make a relatively simple pair of dragon hair sticks. I think these are going to be really fun. I've got little silver dragons, got crystals, little silver dragon, and we'll have our hair stick blank, of course. So let's turn down and we'll get started on these. So I've got some white quartz soft flex medium beading wire. Got my two hair stick blanks. And in this little dish I have two dragons, one for each. Some crystals. Now I'm going to put this little cute little connector here above the dragon as an extra little design piece. Then we have a crystal. And we're going to put a double bead cap there with the crystal. It's going to go right down to here. Then we have this iridescent, like purpley colored bead here. We're going to just use a washer spacer next to that. And one of these beautiful coin, AB coin beads, crystal beads. Then, of course, we're going to reverse that with a washer spacer, the purple, a bead cap, and a crystal. So it's going to look like that, and they're going to be pretty. We also have some crimp tubes, of course, because we'll need those to finish it up. So let's put this one side away, and we'll get some beading wire out to work on this first one. So we just need enough to get this, so just a little bit. We don't need a lot. Oops. This is probably way more than enough, so I'm not going to cut the whole thing off. We'll just cut about this much. And this is probably even more than we need. So what we need to do is we need to take our crimp tube, our first one, and we're going to grab this little connector piece because we're just going to jump ring the connector and dragon together. Oops, it's trying to get away from me there. So slide this onto here, pull it up, and then we'll get our crimping pliers out. I use the magical crimpers. They have a divot in the middle. You put your 2x2 crimp right in the middle of that divot and squish down. Then you turn, squish down again, turn, squish down, turn, squish down. And by the time we got those 4 squishes done, we should have a little silver bead. See how that looks there? Now we're just going to string these up just as I have them sitting here. Now this one crystal looks like it's sort of got cut a little extra, but that's all right because the bead cap is going to cover that up. See how that works? Now we'll And now that we've got all of our beads on, we're going to now put a crimp tube on, and we're going to make a little loop up at the top here. Push our beads down so that we have our wire coming down here pretty good. And then we're going to make sure it's pretty much where we want it. Push this down so that we have a little bit of room here by our crimp tube. Put the crimp tube in and push. And then turn and push. Turn and push till you have your little silver bead here. So there we go. That's that section. So of course now all we have to do is cut our extra line here off. So we'll get that cut off, and it should tuck right down into there. There we go. And now I've pulled a couple of medium jump rings and a couple of Tinky Tots, because I think the Tinky Tot is big enough to put our dragon on. Let's find out, shall we? So we'll open this up, and we will see if it will work, if it's big enough to work, and if it's not, then we will get a medium one to put the dragon on as well. So we may need that medium. It doesn't look like it wants to go on, and that's all right. That's what checking is for, right? So we'll switch to the medium. I'll have to get 2 more mediums out for the other one here. Open our medium one up, go on our connector here, and then on our dragon. And close it. And there is our dangle all finished. Now we just have to put it onto the stick. So we open up this next jump ring, put it through our loop, and then onto our stick. Now when I put it on the stick, I tend to let the stick drop to the mat so that I don't have to wrestle with it as it's getting hooked. So there we go. There's hair stick number 1 with our dragon and our crystals. So now we just have to do number 2. Now I'm going to put these 2 jump rings away and get 2 new ones out, because we need the medium size to do the other side. Oh, got 3, didn't need 3, just 2. So we got our 2 jump rings out. This one's finished. Now we need some more wire to do our second one. And of course it's going to be exactly the same as the first, so we just need about this much wire. And we'll dump these goodies out so that we have them at the ready here. Don't lose your crystal, Rose. And we need to find the jump ring, the crimp tube, and then our little connector piece here. And we'll crimp this baby onto here. Now we want to sort of compare our piece from one to the other. This doesn't want to slide down, to see that we don't have them way off from each other. So we're good right here. So now we will take our crimping pliers, put our 2x2 crimp right into the divot, and squish. Turn, squish, turn, squish, and turn one last time and squish. So there we go, she's on. Now we'll take our crystal, and on she goes. Double bead cap, purple crystal, washer spacer, really pretty faceted coin, crystal here, washer spacer, purple, double bead cap, and it looks like I have an extra one here. Yep, I do. And then our little crystal. Now that we've got that all strung, we want to make our loop for the top, so we grab our crimp tube here, go down and through to right here, Pull her up, push down, pull it up, so there we go. It's about where we want it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that looks good. So now we need to get that crimp into the middle again. And it doesn't feel like it's there. Let's see if I can push these down some so I can get it into place. Squish, turn, squish, turn, squish, turn, squish. There we go. Now we'll trim off the extra wire. There's our finished one here. I don't know how I got it pulled down to here with the others, but I did. So we're done with our clippers and with our crimping pliers. So we'll get our regular pliers out, and you can do this one of two ways. You can put the dragon on first, or you can put it on the stick first, whichever you prefer. We're gonna put it on the dragon on, because that's what I normally do. Go through the bottom and put our dragon on here and close this jump ring up. Now we'll take our other jump ring, open it up, put her through and onto the stick. Drop the stick to the mat so you're not fighting with it. Grab your crimp tube or your jump ring and come on, you twist it over sideways, and we're done. And there is our hair sticks all finished. Aren't those pretty? So there's our dragon hair sticks. Quick, fast, but so pretty. I hope you enjoyed making these with me. So there we go. Our dragon hair sticks. Aren't they pretty? 2 of them, 1 for either side of your hair. Now, do you have to use both? No. I sell them as a pair, but you don't have to use them as a pair. You don't even have to make them as a pair if you're making them. You can just make one. So there we go. That's what they look like. And we've been using items from my stash to make these really pretty dragon hair sticks. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed making these with me. Bye-bye.